We have a failure here on a water recirculation system that I'm kind of surprised about. I don't think it's the PEX problem, but this was clean when I put this up here less than a year ago. Look how it's been leaking. All the calcification and mess in there. So we're going to just take this out of here. Guess there's nothing else I can do. See a valve right there. So I'm surprised by this. It hasn't been great. You have to remember too that if you have one of these, you probably put the valve inside, leave that in or take it out, but whatever. It just seems to make the all the water hot, even in the cold. So I got to give this like a definite B- on the system. Understand that it's difficult to find water heaters, little water heaters put under the sink that are any good anymore, but this just really didn't work out. So we're just going to take this out and just forget about the whole thing. And so anyway, it looks like there's enough, hot water here for the Brooklyn Dodgers. So anyhow, we're going to pull this off and see where the failure is, and let's go ahead and let's unplug it and see what happened in there and why. Well, there's your answer. It's dripping right out of the unit. See, it's just, you can see the drops just falling from my eyes. So it ain't coming from up here. Nope, it ain't coming from that fitting, so the unit itself is leaking. So let's turn this off. And wow. Now see, that's pretty bad there. That could have been a disaster. Well, there's your evidence. So we've got the main house valve off. We got the cold water valve off. We're bleeding off the system. There's these plastic fittings here and here, and just did the best we could, I guess, with what we had. And I'm going to put that straight fitting here, this brass up here, and I happen to have some brass. I got my whole PEX kit over there, and so we're going to just replace all this stuff and try to make it a little bit better, hopefully a whole lot better. May not have to do too much messing around here, so we'll see if we do. Be sure and wear your I don't know, it just really looks bad. I don't know what we're going to do here. That might be something that's going to foul us up. We'll have to see. Well, it would have been a good time to change the anode rod, but we ain't going to be doing that. So this fitting is just disastrous, but I think we'll be okay. I got some monster tape over there, and I got all that stuff cut out, but there's just a bunch of mess in there. So, didn't lose too much water. So let's see about cleaning that up right there if I can. Might want to get your water tested, everybody. This thing was full of corrosion, but luckily this fitting was on the watch thing, which I figured it probably would be, because it's okay. That's going to be fine. That's gonna get us through right there. And I got a bunch of this monster tape, so we'll tape it up, put it on there, and we'll hope for the best. And everybody, it'll be on your side there. So okay, so I got the monster tape on there, and we're tightening that on. And so just consider yourself lucky. How many times you done plumbing and had to go to the store 5 times? So we ain't done yet, but I hope I didn't curse myself. Okay, I've got my 90s. Oops, that's not good because that's fluttering, isn't it? There you go. And I've got my rings and my PEX already cut, and I'm ready to go. And so we're going to really clean this up dramatically. It's going to be good. Now the trick to these, of course, is always put these on first. Put these, especially where it's got paint all over it. Okay, Okay, well, you get the drill. We'll look at it when it's done. So any good plumber will tell you that you want to build your piece before you put it on. You know, I got this one in, had scraped some paint off. These things are very low tolerance of error. But go ahead and build your piece on the ground. Just you can get more torque on this tool. It's kind of hard to run. Okay. All right, so that looks a lot better, a lot cleaner. And I was wondering why my light was getting so hot. You know why? Because it's on top of a water heater. Okay, so get your go, no-go tool. And there's your 3/4. And that's a go. It doesn't go all the way in, it just goes to that line. And that's a go. And that's a go. And that's a go. And that's a go. Okay, so that means I tighten them all up. So let's turn the water on and see if we're good here. Now I'm not going to put the covers back on for a little while. Make sure everything stays dry here. I'm especially worried about this, but we'll see. Okay, slowly come back on. Tuck your head around the corner. You can turn the main water on too now. Okay. And so, easy does it, Tiger. Okay, let her go. Keep going. Alright, we're all the way back on. And come back out here after maybe a half a sip of wine and see what's going on here. And I'm also the local chef, so I got to start cooking. So all right, so we'll see how we'll check it in a while. But if it leaks, I'll come back. But if it don't, we're going to call this the end of this thing. So give me a thumbs up and subscribe. And maybe I could trade for that really cool bag down there with the sunflowers on or something. All right. All right, bye-bye, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll tune in next time for something else, and we'll see what happens. God knows what's going to happen next. You never know.